Here are the official Not My Party winners and losers.
Let's get it.
This is Not My Party, brought to you by the Bulwark. Happy New Year, everybody. I'm hoping you are having a more joyous Christmas season than the Donald was.
That doesn't sound too hard.
Guy might have that bowl full of jelly, but there was nothing holly or jolly at Mar-a-Lago this year. Scrooge McTrump spent the holiday firing off all-cap social media posts about how his enemies should rot in hell.
This is shit, isn't it?
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
So before we turn the page to what promises to be a completely insane and unprecedented 2024, let's hand out some end-of-the-year Not My Party awards. Starting with John Federman. Winner! My guy recovers from a stroke and then fires off the longest streak of W's in recent memory. He's the one Dem in the Senate with the balls to say the obvious truth. Corrupt Senator Bob Menendez must go. He owned the Hamas-sympathizing protesters who are mad that he supported Israel's right to defend itself following a horrific attack. And this week, we saw the results of his effort to lobby Biden to pardon thousands of people who were convicted of petty weed crimes. When Federman first ran, I thought he's too much of a lefty and preferred this center-left schoolboy Connor Lamb in the primary. But what can I say? The big fella keeps proving me wrong.
You can't argue with results.
Next up, Matt Gaetz. Winner. Am I happy that I have to name Matt Gaetz as a winner of 2023? Not really, but he left me no choice. Gaetz had the balls to take on Kevin McCarthy and the entire Republican Party Fox News apparatus on his own. He pegged McCarthy as a phony empty suit with no real base of support, and he won. Now he's on a short list to be the next Florida governor and is a power player in the Trumpified GOP. Plus, you know what they say, the higher the forehead, the closer to God. Congrats, Matt.
Yeah, whatever.
Next, we have Jerome Powell and Janet Yellen. Winners! Biden's Nerd Squad managed to reduce inflation, keep unemployment down, and steady the economy without the recession that basically everyone predicted was coming. Now the economy is looking up just in time for a presidential election year, and I'm starting the hype train for Powell 2028. Quick lightning round for my other winners. Hakeem Jeffries for keeping House Dems together during the GOP food fight. Moderate Kentucky Democratic Governor Andy Beshear for winning re-election in a red state. And yeah, Donald Trump for crushing his primary challengers.
To win-lose.
And now for the losers. Ron DeSanctimonious. It almost feels like kicking a pathetic little puppy at this point, but the heir apparent to the Trump GOP played his political cards so poorly that he's a few weeks away from a possible career-ending disaster in Iowa and New Hampshire. His campaign team has quit, his weird little elf shoes have lifts in them, and now I think his wife might actually have a more promising political future than he does.
Good for her.
Kevin McCarthy, loser. Take everything I said about Gaetz and reverse it. Guy sucked up to Trump, sold his soul, and got the boot anyway. Sound familiar? Well, he wasn't alone.
It reminds me of,
Rudy Giuliani, loser. Somehow Rudy had his dignity stripped from him even more than McCarthy. After 9/11, had this guy just retired and given speeches, New York would have renamed the airport after him. Instead, he's a broke, disgraced old drunk who's exposed the worst parts of himself.
You're a disgrace.
Bibi Netanyahu, loser. Oftentimes, there's a rally around the flag effect for leaders during a time of war. Not for Bibi. Reports indicate he was asleep at the switch before the October 7th terrorist attack. Now, pro and anti-war Israelis want to dump him. The families of the hostages are screaming at him at public events, and the clock is ticking on his political career.
I think it's time for you to leave.
Other losers, lightning round. Kamala Harris. Old man Biden needs a strong wingman, and she's not stepping up. Tim Scott for running the worst Republican primary campaign. And Qatar Ravache for, well, you know.
Loser.
All right, guys, we'll see you next week for more Not My Party. 2024 is here. Happy New Year. For more episodes of Not My Party, smash that subscribe button. And scan right here to subscribe on Snapchat, where you can get the episodes first and all the Not My Party content you desire.